Hello people, I'm the Comic Book Gamer, and today I'm going to be talking about my favorite Wolverine vs. Deadpool storyline. Now these guys have had a lot of interactions over the years, but this one is definitely my favorite. It's in Wolverine Origins, which is a series written by Daniel Way, where they just went and explored different cool things about Wolverine that happened in his past while like having a current story arc going on in the modern day. But yeah, so they would be like, oh, this is how Wolverine met Captain America for the first time they fought together in World War II. This is when he trained Black Widow, like all this different stuff that was really cool and interesting. Daniel Way did a great job. And then in Volume 5 of Wolverine Origins, he brought Deadpool into it, and it was really interesting, and Daniel Way is definitely my favorite Deadpool writer. He wrote a lot of Deadpool's solo series, and in this, like, bringing his Wolverine Deadpool together was just awesome. And yeah, like I said, he's my favorite Deadpool writer, so this was just like a match made in heaven, seeing Daniel Way write a Wolverine Deadpool storyline, and it's great. So yeah, I'm gonna be talking about that today, so let's get into it. Now, when I first read this book, I was really excited for it because at the end of the story arc prior, which was about him fighting with Cap in World War II, at the end of that, we saw that Deadpool had accepted a contract from some like anonymous person to hunt down Wolverine. So of course, that was a great setup for this book. Deadpool is accepting the bounty on Wolverine, and that just is a really cool setup. So that's what we get in this book. It's Deadpool and Wolverine going throughout this city fighting each other. It starts out with Deadpool hunting Wolverine, and then it quickly turns on its head to where it's Wolverine hunting Deadpool because he chops his fingers off so he doesn't have a trigger finger anymore, and Deadpool just goes to various spots trying not to get absolutely murdered by Wolverine, and he's basically getting his ass kicked throughout the entire thing. But during all this, we're inside Deadpool's head, so we see all the crazy dialogue that's going inside. Like, the two voices in his head are kind of talking about something completely different than what's going on, and it's crazy, and it's great, and it's perfect Deadpool. And we also get to see, like, how Deadpool occasionally kind of just goes out there for a bit. Like, he'll see Wolverine as a bull and himself as the matador, or as like Wolverine as a tortoise and him as the hare, and stuff like that. And he just he sort of goes crazy in visualizing stuff, and then he's got like his plans in certain areas. Like, he drops a piano just on top of Wolverine, Looney Tunes style, and it's awesome. And so, like I said, he was getting like the absolute crap beaten out of him throughout this entire book, just destroyed by Wolverine for the most part. He gets his hits in every now and again, like I said, when he dropped the piano on him, until the end, to where Wolverine is about to chop his head off, and then you hear somebody like, oh no, my car is like on fire because of all the mayhem that's happening, help me, my baby's inside. Wolverine goes to help her like the good guy he is. Turns out it's sort of like a Green Goblin type thing in Spider-Man 1, where Green Goblin was pretending to be like the person, the towel and everything. Yeah, it's like that. The baby is just a bomb, and Wolverine just gets blown up, which helps give Deadpool a bit of the upper hand. So then they start fighting each other. Wolverine just stabs Deadpool straight in the gut, and he's gonna bleed out any second now. So Deadpool takes his gun, shoves it up under Wolverine's jaw, and just pulls the trigger, which knocks Wolverine out for a bit because he just shot him directly in the brain. So that incapacitates Wolverine for a bit. Actually, they're both incapacitated for a bit, but Deadpool's are a bit less severe, and the fact that he's got faster healing factor than Wolverine, so he wakes up sooner, and he takes Wolverine to this place that he actually bought and had set up to take Wolverine to. So Deadpool has this whole contraption set up where he's got Wolverine dangling over a pool of water, and he's got this lever to where if he pulls the lever, then Wolverine will go into the pool and drown and die. And that's one of the weaknesses of the healing factor, is if he drowns, he can't heal back from it. That's just how it works. It's been one of the weaknesses in the healing factor, and yeah, that's Deadpool's plan to kill him. So during all this, Deadpool and Wolverine are talking. We see Wolverine gets under Deadpool's skin pretty good, because we see that Deadpool had some daddy issues growing up, that his father was very abusive, and we see how how Wade has been very screwed up, and we see what really led to that, to him being like completely messed up. And during this, we get a lot of good like back and forth between Logan and Wade, taking shots at each other, getting under each other's skin, and it's just great character moments here. And we do learn a lot about Deadpool with his abusive father, and the fact that he always kind of wanted to be a part of the X-Men but never got the invite, and he's like, this doesn't make any sense because Wolverine's killed more people than I have, but because I take money for killing, I'm the bad guy. And it's yeah, you see, you get some good insight into Deadpool, and it's really well done. While all of this is going on, Dakin walks through the door. If you don't know who Dakin is, I'll give you a quick recap on who he is. Dakin is Wolverine's son, who he had in the 40s. Now, Wolverine didn't know about Dakin. He knew that he had got this woman pregnant that he was with, but she got killed, so naturally he thought, oh, well, the baby's dead as well. But since he's related to Wolverine, he's got a healing factor, and he's able to survive that. He got taken in by some people who weren't too great to him, and everyone in, like, the village they lived in weren't very nice either, because this was in Japan. He was seen as an outsider, and so he sort of kills his mother, and then his father kills himself, you know, his adopted parent, so that definitely didn't have a good effect on him. And then after that, he gets taken in by a guy named Romulus, who really molds him to destroy Wolverine, because Romulus's whole thing is like messing with Wolverine. Romulus told Dakin that Logan had killed his mother while Dakin was still inside her belly, and so that really fueled him to really hate Wolverine. That's why he still hunts him to this day. Anyways, on to like what's going on with the story now that you've all caught up on basically what Dakin is. So Dakin shows up. He's there, and Deadpool's just like, who is this guy? What's going on? Deadpool starts taking him on, but is not a match really at all for Dakin. Dakin's just absolutely destroying him until one part where he gets a hit in, and that's just because he gets under Dakin's skin a bit by saying that he's just like Wolverine, and then Dakin's like, I'm nothing like him, and that allows Deadpool to get a shot in on him, but then it doesn't last long. Dakin still just absolutely dismantles Deadpool, and Dakin frees Wolverine, and Wolverine talks about how he's like, okay, ever since you sprung me from that shield facility, which is another thing for another time, not going to go into what that's all about. Anyways, ever since then, I knew that you would not let anyone else kill me but you, and so that's when Dakin and Wolverine are about to face off, and Wolverine's like, this isn't going to hurt a bit, and Dakin's like, oh yeah, it will. He's like, no, it won't. Bucky's a hell of a shot. And then we see that Bucky shoots Dakin straight in the head from like a rooftop that's across from that building. And yeah, he hit him in the head with a carbonadium bullet, or however you pronounce it. I don't know, I'm awful at pronouncing stuff. Anyways, this is a bullet that like severely slows down the healing factor. It doesn't completely kill them to where they can't heal back from it, but it does really slow them down. And so that's when Wolverine takes Dakin, and then he just says to Deadpool, he's like, I don't know if like who would have won if we actually went at it, because we learned that, you know, all this was set up by Wolverine, which I thought was really cool to see that Wolverine set up this entire thing to get Deadpool to capture him to this point to where Dakin would intervene, because earlier in the story, when I first read this, it pissed me off a bit by the fact that Wolverine had multiple opportunities to just like rip Deadpool's head off or just stab him in the face or something, but he didn't. And it reminded me of like Magneto in Days of Future Past, when he would always give some stupid speech before killing someone, and that's what stopped him from like killing Mystique 1,000 times. And so yeah, it was that type of deal where it just pissed me off, but it all made sense in the end, because it was like, oh, he wasn't killing Deadpool there because he needed Deadpool to succeed in capturing him so Dakin would show up. I was like, okay. And that was a really cool strategy that Wolverine had, this whole thing planned out. I thought that was really cool. And yeah, also, real quick, the reason Bucky helped him is because Bucky kind of owed Wolverine a big favor, because back when Bucky was the Winter Soldier and, you know, he didn't know what he was doing, he wasn't really in charge of his actions, he killed Wolverine's love. That's the girl that had that's Dakin's mother. So yeah, he kind of owed him for that. And Bucky was also the one that hired Deadpool to go and kill Wolverine, because, you know, Wolverine told Bucky to dress up as a SHIELD agent and then hire Deadpool to do this contract to take down Wolverine. But anyways, yeah, so Wolverine has Dakin in his arms. He's going to take him, but first he says to Deadpool, he's like, I don't know who would have won if we were both going at it. Who knows? But next time I know that if you do show up, I will kill you. He's like, I'm going to chop you up and eat you, see if you can come back from that. And yeah, that's where it ends. And well, there's like a little story after this, but anyways, that's pretty much where this actual story ends. And I thought it was really good. It's interesting. It's definitely my favorite Wolverine Deadpool storyline. It's so great. Daniel Way understands the characters very well. So yeah, let me know what in the comments below, what is your favorite time that Wolverine and Deadpool have faced off. It doesn't have to be a full-blown story arc, because there are a lot of just single issues where these guys have gone head-to-head. So yeah, let me know in the comments below what's your favorite time that Deadpool and Wolverine went head-to-head. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please leave a like in the comment. That really helps us, these types of videos, because I don't make these comic book types of videos as much as I used to, because they don't get that many views. Like, I'm lucky if they break 1,000 views, which is not very good. But yeah, if you leave a like and a comment, it definitely helps more people see them and them to get more traction. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.